WNBA draft took place yesterday. Something that was trending yesterday, it says Victor Wembanyama versus Caitlin Clark's rookie contract. I thought this was pretty crazy. Keep in mind when I'm talking about this, by the way, she's already a millionaire. She's still going to get deals, but just the base contract for a WNBA salary compared to an NBA salary right now, $338,000 for 4 years, and then Wemby is 4 years, $55 million. That's been a big topic of discussion. It's the WNBA's fault, obviously. They're still on the come up, but I think eventually the first max contract, the very first max contract the WNBA does, that has to be given to Caitlin Clark. She's bringing so much light on the game right now, so they got to give her that. We're going to look through all these contracts. Growth to the WNBA. Sold 3 times the amount of WNBA tickets compared to this exact same time last year. Average purchase base for WNBA games has increased 109%, so $46 to $96. Sold 44% more tickets for Indiana Fever games, already home and away, than we did all of last season, which is just because of Caitlin Clark. Isn't that wild to see? Y'all hating on that girl. Look what she's doing for y'all league. She got in there, prices went up immediately. Stop hating on that girl. This is her contract. For 2024, she's going to make 76, 2025, 78, 2026, 85, and 2027, 97K with a player option. Camilla, she has pretty much the same. And it's wild. WNBA is all the same, you know, if you're in the lottery. So you see same contract for Camilla, who went number 4. Rika Jackson, same contract as the number 1 pick. Angel Reese, hers is slightly lower. Pretty wild to see. I do think over time it will increase, and we'll see a difference in that. I saw a hilarious tweet. I'm gonna show you guys. He said, man, when a WNBA players start getting 100 M's and tricking off on fly out on the road. This jack was funny. Me hopping out a black truck, Brittany Griner sent me. I gotta say no Diddy after opening an SOD. It'll be weird to see that, like, for WNBA players. It'll be wild to see that flip for, you know, for females. Like, that'll be kind of like a wild switch. Tyrese Haliburton speaking on her, she says one of the faces of women's basketball, for her to be here and under the same roof, I think is really exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her to be here. I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city, and you know, a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, you know, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, you know, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization, and just look forward to, you know, watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now. You know, now she's with the good guys.
This is a momentous 24-hour period, you know, with the Fever drafting Caitlin, and all the things that are going to come with it. I mean, 36 out of 40 games on national TV is phenomenal. It'll be great to have her around. We hope to see her and the Fever players around some during the playoffs. That'd be great.
It's just wild because, like, if she stayed in college, she would make, like, yo, check this out, right? The big man from Arizona, his name is Umar Balo, something like that, right? He averaged 12 points and 10 rebounds last year. Keep this in mind. Look, he averaged 12 points, 10 boards last season for Arizona. They lost to, I forgot who they lost to in a tournament. Jeff Goodman said, was told by multiple coaches that the asking price for Balo was $1.2 million. So if this dude who averaged 12 and 10 made $1.2 million, imagine what a Caitlin Clark would do. Look at the viewership she's bringing. This year's WNBA draft viewership reached 2.45 million, shattering the previous record set in 2004 when Diana Taurasi, I stay saying her name wrong, but whatever, was drafted, which had 600,000 viewers. Crazy. It's crazy. If I'm Caitlin Clark, I don't know if she could have done another year, but dog, I might have stayed. WNBA. Like, what? Yo, this dude got 1.2 million, bro. He wasn't even like a key guy. Like, he was a key guy, but he wasn't the guy. You know what I'm saying? If 12 and 10 get you $1 million in college, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. What? This is Angel Reese talking about why she chose to go to WNBA.
What I was going to do, I mean, obviously coming back would have been amazing for me, but I wanted more for myself. I wanted to start over. I feel like I had been in a high since the national championship, and I want to hit rock bottom. I want to be a rookie again. I want to be knocked down by vets, and I want to be able to get up and grow and be a sponge. So I'm just super excited to play with the amazing players and against amazing players. And this league is really competitive, and I'm a competitive player, so I want to play against a lot of players.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. If I was her, I would have stayed in college. They giving out too much money with that NIL shit, bro. I would have stayed and got that bag. Got to max out the profit. She would make more, and you know, keep this in mind, her and Caitlin Clark, especially for next year, they would both make way more money in college than they would in the WNBA. But I understand, you know, that college shit does get tiring. There's some more facts on her contract. The annual salary needed to afford a median price home in the US is $114,000. Caitlin Clark can't buy a home with her rookie contract. Her outfit is 22% of her salary, the outfit she wore yesterday. Caitlin Clark's Prada outfit from WNBA draft is estimated to be worth around $17,000, which is about 22% of her current salary. Our guard, Kate Martin, said she came to the WNBA draft to support Caitlin Clark, but was hoping to get her name called. She ended up getting drafted.
With the 18th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Las Vegas Aces select Kate Martin.
That's dope. That's dope. I hope they keep her too. That's dope. That's probably the most touching thing of the whole draft yesterday. This is pretty dope.
Whether you're into sports or not, you absolutely have to hear this story about Camila Cardoso. At the age of 15, she left her family behind in Brazil to pursue her dream of playing high-level basketball in the United States. So she arrives in America in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She's young. She has no idea how to communicate. She's undersized and homesick. She earned a scholarship at Hamilton Heights Christian Academy, but the problem was she didn't know
Wait, that's SGA school, right? Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping.
English, so she couldn't communicate. All she knew how to say was yes, no, bye, and hello. In Chattanooga, she lived in a house with her head coach and 8 of her teammates, all of whom spoke English, so she was completely immersed in the language. She had to use Google Translate to communicate before she was able to learn English. After 3 months, she was able to hold a conversation, and after 6 months, she would describe herself as confident in her English abilities. Could you imagine going through practice and drills and not having any idea what the coach is saying, going to class and not knowing what the teacher's saying? Not only that, but Camila Cardoso was 6'7" at the time and very skinny. Gaining weight was imperative because she couldn't just rely on her height and high-level basketball. The problem was she wasn't used to American food. She would go a couple of weeks without eating much because she was used to her mom cooking every single meal and cooking Brazilian food. Eventually, she became more accustomed to American cuisine and she started lifting weights and gained 30 pounds in a single high school season. So then we move on to her recruiting era. Okay, she was a 5-star recruit. She was the #1 center coming out of her class. She ends up committing to Syracuse and she was their highest rated recruit in program history. She turned down offers from UConn, Ohio State, Mississippi State, and South Carolina. She had an amazing freshman year and became the first Syracuse player to win the ACC Freshman of the Year award. But then after her freshman year, she ends up transferring to South Carolina and playing behind Aaliyah Boston. She ends up winning 6th Woman of the Year, which for those who don't know, this means that she was the best non-starter in the whole SEC. In 2023, she led Brazil to a gold medal in the FIBA AmeriCup, and she was named tournament MVP. So it was awesome to get to represent her country because she said the toughest part about moving to the U.S., even though she was following her dreams, was that she had to leave her entire family. She misses them 24/7. She said sometimes she'll just be sitting in class, she'll start thinking about her family and start crying. But she knew coming to the U.S. would not only mean she got to play basketball, but she would get a great education. So everyone's favorite coach decided to fly Camila's whole family from Brazil so they could watch her play for the very first time in the SEC championship.
She's the GOAT.
And this just so happened to be the day that Camila Cardoso hits her first 3 of her college career to save their undefeated season and beat Tennessee. One of the greatest moments of the basketball season. Then obviously she went on to win the NCAA championship, complete an undefeated season. She was the tournament's most outstanding player. Before leaving her family in Brazil, she had 2 goals: to play basketball and to reach the WNBA. And she will be accomplishing both.
That's so dope. And Angel Reese in Chicago. That's low-key the perfect fit. They call Angel Reese Old Block Barbie. Cardoso and Angel Reese in Chicago. That's kind of the right fit for both of them. You know, it fits how they play, you know, how they carry themselves. So I'm excited to see, man. I hope the salaries increase in the future. We know the NBA just makes more money than WNBA, but, you know, I'm excited to see. Y'all let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. And as always, it's your boy.